What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Sorry I have not uploaded in like it feels like a week or two, but I have been extremely busy working on the project we have in the shop now. It was my birthday, so I took a little time off, had a party and stuff, and then family came over, and it's just been crazy. But we are back bringing you this video of the current project we have in the shop. A lot of you guys might remember that red Dodge 1500 we bought for parts truck for my stepbrother's truck. That is currently what we are working on right now. We are using the bed off of it, and then also the little third door, which is back there, this part. But a little backstory on why this truck's in here. It did have some rust, so we had to do a little patchwork here and there, but we'll get into that later. So he goes to one of the local high schools, and one of the other high schools is probably 10 minutes away, and huge rivals. So one of the football games was coming up, the rival game, and some of the, I'll call his school B, and then school A is the rival school. School A kids came over and decided to vandalize some of school B kids' vehicles. There was a Ford that got his windshield smashed in. My stepbrother's truck here, they took a crowbar and just broke all this stuff free, broke all the rust. And then Clayton's truck outside, they actually keyed it all the way down the side, and there was like 4 or 5, 6 different cars that got hit. So we decided, let's get it pulled in, let's get started on it. And it's been in here for probably 2.5 weeks now, just trying to get everything done. But I'll show you exactly what's all been done to it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. But I'm going to go ahead and start on that side. I'm going to shut you guys off real quick, kind of get you set up over there, and then we'll just work our way around. Okay, guys, so we're starting up in the front. Nothing up here's changed, still the same grill, hood. But we did have to buy a new fender because the parts truck fender, the driver's side had a little bit of rust on it. So Dad found this one for fairly cheap. I think it was like 50 bucks or something. So he snagged it. We changed it all out. Got the doors off. I got to do a little rust repair down on this door because whoever did the body work before my stepbrother bought it, they literally just glued skins over top. Same thing with the rocker panels. They put slip-on rocker panels over top of the original rocker panels. So we went ahead and cut all of it out. You can kind of see the seam where the tin can rocker panel. So I got it all welded up. There's nothing that's going to get in there. But the slip-on rocker panels are just so cheap and flimsy. Like I said, it's almost about the same material as a pop can. And when I was trying to weld it, I just kept blowing holes in it. So I got it pushed up in there. We got some seam sealer in there. But no, it turned out really good. We got it all coated. We then came back with Raptor liner, excuse me, and sprayed it all bottom, as you can see, all the way down the side, just to help with like rock chips and all that stuff. Because he does take this truck like hunting and stuff down our lane, and it'll get mud on it and rocks, and I just don't want it to flip up and chip everything if we just got done painting it. So that being said, I talked him into doing the Raptor liner, exactly the same thing that I'm going to do to mine and that I have on mine, but I did it with the Herculiner before I came up or found the Raptor liner product. But I talked him into it. I said, let's do it. It's going to look good. We can shoot gloss black straight back over it. You won't, I mean, there won't be any difference and stuff. So that's what we did. Both sides have been changed. We end up changing, Dad and my stepbrother changed his fuel pump because it started to run a little bit rough. We pulled the dual exhaust off that parts truck. I guess it's not true duals because it comes down to one and then wise off about here. And we put it on there. They sanded down the frame. I don't know how you guys will be able to see it, but sanded down the frame real nice. I'll turn my light on. You can see it. Sanded it down, got it all nice, put new shocks on the back of it. He's going to run axle dump exhaust. That's the way we got it cut off. I talked him into doing that too because it's going to sound really good. Painted the whole underneath side of it with just tractor implement paint. That's what I like using just because you can put a harder in that stuff and it basically is like a powder coat, but not as expensive. You can tell we got it all painted up in here. Got it, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but up in where it typically rusts, up in that area. And then everything else we just got to paint black yet. and then we're gonna do a bed liner in the actual bed itself. So we'll get it all painted like the bed, and then all the inside will be Raptor liner. We'll coat it. I had to make a little patch over there, so I got to finish it up, and then the only patchwork I have left to do is on the door. But I'm gonna try and get that door hung and then get it all latched, and then I can see exactly where I need to fix it and make my panel and stuff, so it's a little bit easier. But like I said, all this in here will be Raptor liner. We got to paint the outside of the bed yet. Painted all inside here already. You got to paint this door inside and out. Kind of show you down there on the bottom. The inside's not too crucial just because of the door panel, but obviously like over there, wherever it's like a bright light red, you want to hit. Like up in here, your door panel is going to be covering it, so the factory, it's really not even painted. So we got to do that yet. Got the Raptor liner. Had to put a lower door skin on this one as well, because there was a little bit of rust right here. I mean, you can see it. It's got a little bit of surface poke through there, but I made a patch up in here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we got it all patched in there. Then we got to put the door latch on there, flip it over and paint it, and then down the side again. Yeah, so I mean, it's a fun project. We had to do a cab corner on this side. It turned out really good. Can't even tell that there was anything there. It's all solid now. And then over here, we put a full rocker panel in it because they used that slip-on again, and it was just bubbled up so bad through here. It just did not look good. So that's what we did. I got the seam sealer all around here to seal it up nice and good. It all looks factory up through here. You can't even tell. There's a little bit of a sticker poke in there, but that's no big deal. He'll be hid by the door when he put it up there. But everything else, I mean, it turned out fantastic. We did our factory welds in there again, so it all looks factory. Used a couple screws. Like there's a little screw head. Didn't get ground all the way down, but I'm not too worried about that just because when you go to put the seal on, it covers all this, so you won't even tell. And then up here, we contemplating, there's a little bit of a rust spot there. We contemplating changing the whole fender out, but the other fender had a dent down in here, and it probably would have been a bigger pain to pull that dent. So I just made a patch, cut it out, got the body line all back in there. It turned out really good. That's the part I was most nervous about, but we got it all taken care of. So yeah, and there's that door. It's ready to go. I had to make a patch for this one also up here, right here. If you guys can, yeah, I got to grind that screw head off and that screw head down there. But other than that, it's pretty much ready to go, ready to put back on and stuff. So I'm just going to try and get some of this stuff painted, get it all cleaned up, get the fenders at least hopefully painted today, come back and kind of scuff the rest of the bed, make sure it's ready to go. And yeah, so I'm going to bring you guys along. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Stay tuned and I'll pick you guys up shortly. Giving you guys an update real quick. So I got everything sanded, as you can tell. I got cab all covered up, hood. I got to cover this door yet. I'm not going to do a full tape job on this truck just because we're painting just certain parts of it. If I was doing a whole paint job, obviously we'd cover almost everything. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and I wiped everything down with just glass cleaner, got out getting clean. We're gonna come back with a tack cloth, get it all wiped down. I'm gonna jam this door over here. So I got it all scuffed up and sanded, so once it dries, get clear coat put on it and stuff, we'll get it hung, and then I'll paint the outside of it. Both sides of the bed ready to go, fenders ready to go. Like I said, the only thing I have to cover is that hood up there. I gotta run in the house and grab the paint. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get on this. Probably won't record much of me painting, just because I can't open the door because it's so cold out. We have the heater going. I think it said like 65 or 68 in here, so I mean it's pretty warm. The metal's pretty warm because we had the heater running all night. It might be even warmer than that. That's what it was when I first walked in here, so it might be a little bit warmer. But we're gonna go ahead and get on it. I gotta run to the house, grab the paint, get it all mixed up, and yeah, we're ready to go. Stay tuned, guys, and we'll see how it turns out.
Ryan Little.
There you go, guys. You can see my eyes are a little watery, but there you go. You can see basically what the finished product will look like. I gotta let it dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna do one more coat, so it'll be 4 total. Well, I guess it'd be 3 total, because of the first coat I went around and hit all of my edges, and then spots I had primer on, so like this spot I kind of dusted some on over there, and then same with the door, if my camera will focus because it's so dusty and cloudy in here. But and then same with up here. Any spot that we did body work I hit first, so I guess you could say like 3.5 coats. But I have my paint gun turned down a little bit to kind of avoid the dust, because like I said, I don't have the whole everything covered in here, and typically, sorry for the air compressor, typically I have the door open and my fan and everything set up, but since it is colder out, I don't. So in between each coat, I take my tack rag and tack it, make sure it's all good to go, and then we come back and spray some paint on it. So I'll pick you guys up once I get this all done, and I can actually talk to you guys. I'm just trying to get it finished up here real quick, and then I'll bring you back.